We're back, and today we're talking about arguably one of the strongest anime characters, and the best part, this is getting an anime in 2024. So get ready, because this guy, he can beat Goku, Gojo, Trunks, Vegeta, the whole Dragon Ball verse, everybody, Naruto, One Piece, nobody's safe with this guy. So you might be wondering, who am I talking about exactly? Well, this character's name is Yogiri Takatou, and you might know him from my instant death ability. Is so overpowered, and that doesn't tell you how overpowered this guy is. If you somehow think there's some sort of loophole to get away from this ability, you are sadly mistaken. So before we jump into this video explaining his power, make sure to like and subscribe, and let's go ahead and jump into it. So as you already guessed, Yogiri's ability is essentially instant death, but it's a lot more complicated than that, because he has 3 seals that essentially nerf his power. But those seals are placed upon him by himself because he wants to have a regular human life. So he can essentially bypass those phases whenever he wants. So let's actually go ahead and explain what each of these phases actually do. So phase 1 of Yogiri's power is essentially him being able to cause instant death whenever he wants. He also gets a auto detection system, you could say, where if any person or being wishes him any harm, he can detect that and of course turn on his ability and instant death before the fight even begins. Now in phase 2, it gets a little bit more overpowered, because in this phase, Yogiri can actually target things that are not essentially real to us. He can target things like the senses, physics, he can target imaginary things. Heck, he can even target things that are in a video player. Like if Yogiri wanted to essentially kill me right now, he could do it by just watching my YouTube video. I don't even have to be in the same room as him. He could just do it from another country, another world, another dimension. As long as he can see my video, yeah, I'm a goner. Then lastly, we got Yogiri's final phase, and this is of course Yogiri's normal state, but of course because he wants to nerf himself to have a regular human life, you know, he doesn't really use this phase a lot. But in his final phase, he essentially has no limitations to what he can do with his power. I mean, we're talking about he can kill things and have the ability to not resurrect. For example, if he decides to kill Goku, the Dragon Balls will no longer work on Goku to bring him back. If he decides to kill an omnipotent being, he can essentially bypass the consequences of dealing with the death of an omnipotent being. For example, let's say the universe exists, and if the omnipotent being dies, the universe dies with it. Well, he can kill the omnipotent being and bypass the consequences of the universe dying. In this scenario, the omnipotent being would die, but the universe will stay healthy. That's how OP his death ability actually is in his final phase. So now that you know the 3 phases, let's actually go ahead and go through some of the manga and some of the stuff, some of the feats that he has done to become this OP. And let me tell you, it's absolutely wild. So here we got an example of Yogiri actually using his ability to take away somebody's senses. We're talking about the ability to see, hear, smell, and all of that. And as you can see here, they cannot do any of it, even though he was healed, even though they used telepathy to communicate with this beast. But it did not work, because once again, once Yogiri uses his ability, it is game over. It is permanent. Now, and here we got Yogiri actually using his power on an inanimate object. He, instead of targeting the person that was attacking him, he decided to attack the staff, because the staff was the thing that was allowing all this different magic to happen. So essentially, by, you know, giving death to the staff, the magic no longer worked. Now, Yogiri is a good person, right? He's not over here trying to kill everybody that he comes in contact with. Now, in order to also show you just how good and how auto detection works with his ability, we can actually see Yogiri over here actually realizing that somebody has the kill intent towards him. Because there was a sniper, he was able to locate the sniper because of the kill intent. But on top of that, because the safety was on, he really did not see that as a threat, so that person was allowed to live. The instant death ability did not affect her. But once the safety of that rifle was off and she intended to press that trigger, that's when his ability activated, and essentially GG well played for that sniper. Again, all of this is automated. There's really no way to kind of bypass his power. Yes, there's kind of loopholes in there, but once the intent is there and you're actually going to go with it, it's over. His ability activates automatically. And no, I know you're probably seeing in these panels that he always saying, die and stuff like that, but he does not need to give that command. He can just think of it. It doesn't matter. His ability would actually just activate. So really, this is definitely one of the most powerful anime characters ever. I mean, it's just absolutely ridiculous. I mean, even in a versus battle, right? Imagine, because in versus battles, I know the power scaling community is a fan of, well, Goku speed blitzes. Well, Goku can't speed blitz if by the time he thinks about speed blitzing, he's dead. Anyways, let me know what you think of this character. Let me know if you know any more powerful characters stronger than this guy. But once the anime comes out here next year, it's about to go down. I know a lot of people are going to have fun with this character because he is absolutely wild. Anyways, let me know what you think. And like always, have a great day. Make sure to like and subscribe. And I will see you on the next episode. Peace out. Boom.